Once upon a time, in a bustling city, there lived a couple named David and Sarah. They had been married for several years. And while David worked hard to provide a comfortable life for them, Sarah's desires grew insatiable. She constantly demanded luxurious gifts, extravagant vacations, and the latest designer clothes. David, in his love and devotion, tried his best to fulfill her wishes, even at the expense of his own financial stability. Unbeknownst to David, Sarah had developed a relationship with her boss, a wealthy and influential man named Richard. Their affair began innocently enough, but soon it turned into something more serious. Richard could offer Sarah the lifestyle she craved without any effort on her part. The clandestine meetings and secret getaways became a regular part of Sarah's life, and she grew more distant from David. One evening, David came home early from work, hoping to surprise Sarah with a romantic dinner. Instead, he found her and Richard in a compromising situation. The betrayal cut deep, and David felt his world shatter. Despite his heartbreak, he confronted Sarah calmly, demanding an explanation. Sarah, filled with guilt but also a sense of relief, confessed everything. The trust between them was irrevocably broken, and they decided to divorce. Years passed, and David threw himself into his work and personal growth. His diligence and innovative ideas paid off, and he eventually became a successful entrepreneur. His business flourished, and he amassed significant wealth. Along the way, he met Emma, a kind-hearted and supportive woman who stood by him through thick and thin. They married and built a loving family together, raising two beautiful children who adored their parents. Meanwhile, Sarah's life took a downward spiral. Her relationship with Richard didn't last, and she found herself alone and struggling. The luxury she once took for granted was now a distant memory. As she watched David's success from afar, she couldn't help but feel a pang of regret. The life she had once scorned now seemed like a paradise lost. One day, Sarah mustered the courage to reach out to David. She sent him a heartfelt message, expressing her remorse and longing for the past. She admitted her mistakes and begged for his forgiveness, hoping for a chance to make amends. David, who had moved on and found happiness, was kind but firm in his response. He told Sarah that while he had forgiven her for his own peace of mind, there was no going back. He had built a new life with Emma, one based on trust, love, and mutual respect. Sarah was left with a bittersweet realization. She had lost a man who had truly loved her, and a life that could have been wonderful. David, on the other hand, had found the happiness and fulfillment he deserved, surrounded by a loyal wife and beautiful children. And so, the story served as a poignant reminder that true happiness comes from genuine love and integrity, not from fleeting desires and deceit.